What's going on, YouTube? In this video, I want to talk about this room. Now that it's finally clean and I can kind of bring you around and you can see things easier without all the clutter. And I want to talk about what my workflow is, kind of share some little things that may help you with your workflow and help you out this busy season as we get into more volume and increased activity. Welcome back. If you're new to this channel, my name is Jake Diego, and on this channel I talk about ways you can improve your Amazon business, some personal development things, and lastly share my goals with you. So now let's get into the whole workflow here, but first let me ask you a question. What do you think the square footage of this area plus this back area is? Now, if you could please stop the video and comment down below, I will give you the answer here in just a few minutes. When it comes to workflow, I like the whole idea of you come in one entrance and you kind of work your way. I guess this would be clockwise for you guys. You work your way clockwise around the room. So if we have a room that, let's say it's a square like this, and you're coming in right through the center there or what have you, say like more like this, I guess. I would like it so that I could stage something, you know, directly into the left. So in that case, it would be right here. And as you got through it, you would then process the products right here, whether that be using a computer or maybe just printing out some stickers and then actually doing the poly bagging, doing the bubble wrap, whatever the prep requires if it's breakable, and so on and so forth with labeling until lastly you get to that area where you're actually printing your packing slip, filling up that box, and doing that. It's kind of weird for me to put my back to you guys, but anyways, I think you understand kind of my thoughts or whatever is just to have that clockwise fashion going on there. Now, in my situation, it's not quite like that because sometimes when it gets super busy, we're working with kids. So we'll keep all the staging and all the items directly into that room because you can shut the door and close it and they're not messing around with stuff. Similarly, my wife has a desk and she does some office work down here. And then I have a desk that's been moved since. And then you get into things such as eBay and Poshmark and that, and you got to find a place for that. But that's the beauty of Amazon is you don't need the products in your house. They're off in the different warehouses, and Amazon's going to pull them when they get that order so that you don't have 180 pairs of shoes in your house. So now that that's all been said, the other thing is counter height and counter dimension. I'm going to turn you here a little bit. And that is about counter height and such. Now, this is actually a little bit high on me because my hips are right about here and this is right at my hips. In an ideal situation, it would probably be best if it was about 2 to 4 inches actually lower than this, so then I could more or less get use my weight on it and kind of be able to put myself into it, so to speak, and do that because I actually went to school for safety and environmental stuff and I did it for about 4 years. And what they call this area from about your nipple line to about the middle of your knee to your hip, the middle of that area is your power zone. So with lifting, with moving, with doing those kinds of things, you always want to be in that zone. So same goes when you're working on a counter. So it's going to depend on your employees. It's going to depend on who you have helping you out. But ideally, you want to be at least at the hips or a little bit lower, maybe like 2 to 4 inches lower, because it's going to give you more grip. It's going to have you work. You're not going to be doing this. And likewise, you're not going to be supporting everything with your arms and shoulders. But these counters are wonderful. I will link some videos here up for the actual building of the counters. Unfortunately, I am going to have to take these down when we actually sell the home, so I may even do like a deconstruction thing. But we'll see. The other thing about this is having shelves up top with supplies you need. FBM video games, I have bubble mailers. There's various stickers, there's some shrink wrap, there's rubber bands, zebra printer for those FBM labels and that, but it's from an Amazon perspective, it's mainly going to be the shrink wrap, the rubber bands, the labels, and packing material in that. I don't have it up right now, but normally that is hung in that corner over there. You can barely see it. Now I'm going to go ahead and take you around with me, but to answer the question about the actual square footage in this room, it's 195 square feet in this main area that I've been doing the beginning of this video in. And then back here where we actually store the products, it's about 94 square feet, meaning there is about 290 square feet in here. Now, when it comes to this actual area, what I'm essentially doing is I have FBM stuff, eBay, Posh on the wall, also on a shelf, normally out there. Then I have like my retail arbitrage items here, customer returns down here, and cardboard to use as well. So this is more or less what I like to do, and partly because it's nice when you have kids and they're running around, they're doing all this stuff, and they can't go ripping that stuff out or damaging it or throwing it all around because kids are going to be kids. So it's nice to have the 2-room situation.